Why did the most detailed, heartfelt eulogy I'd ever heard make my blood run cold? As a homicide detective, I stood at the back of Celine's funeral, not to pay respects, but because something felt wrong. The case was officially closed by accidental drowning during a late-night swim. Her husband, Mark, had been inside watching TV. No signs of struggle, no motive. The medical examiner signed off on it. My captain told me to let it go, but I couldn't shake my interview with Mark 3 days after Celine died. He'd sat across from me, hands trembling, eyes swollen. "I can't remember anything," he'd said, voice breaking. "Did we eat dinner? I don't know. What show was I watching? I can't think straight." He couldn't recall basic facts from that night, what time Celine went outside, whether they'd argued recently. His grief had seemingly erased everything. Now Mark stood at the podium, hands steady, voice clear. "Celine wore a blue sundress on our first date, June 14th, 15 years ago. We went to a famous Italian restaurant. She ordered chicken parmesan and laughed when I mispronounced bruschetta. The detail was extraordinary. Dates, locations, what she wore, what she said. People wept around me. He loved her so much," someone whispered. I stared. This man couldn't remember dinner 3 days ago, but recalled a sundress from 15 years back. My captain's words echoed, "You're wrong. Drop it." In my car afterward, I requested Mark's phone records despite my captain's warning. When they arrived, my hands went cold. The week before Celine's death, how long can someone hold breath underwater? Pool drowning accident statistics. Do bruises show after drowning? Memorizing details for presentation. I tracked down Mark's acting instructor. "Oh, I remember Mark," Becky White said. Obsessed with portraying authentic grief. Kept asking how to make emotions believable, how to remember details to sound genuine. Would someone grieving remember details or forget them? I thought he was writing a screenplay. My stomach turned. I pulled his computer history. After Celine's death, before my interview, he'd searched symptoms of traumatic grief and do grieving people forget details. After my interview, he'd researched every eulogy detail, the restaurant, the anniversary date. He'd studied his own marriage to memorize it. I submitted for exhumation. My captain threatened to write me up. "You're destroying your career over a hunch." The second autopsy found faint bruising on Celine's shoulders, downward pressure from someone standing over her. Then I found the $2 million life insurance policy and Celine's diary. "I can't do this anymore. I'm asking for a divorce next week." We arrested Mark on a Wednesday. When he opened the door and saw us, his face flickered. He smiled, just a split second before catching himself, morphing into practiced shock. "Mark Stevens, you're under arrest for the murder of Celine Stevens." In interrogation, he tried the grief performance once more. I slid the evidence across the table: phone records, computer history, acting class enrollment, autopsy report. His shoulders slumped. The mask fell. "She was going to leave me," he said quietly. "After everything I did for her, I couldn't let her take half of everything. So you held her underwater." I researched it, planned it, thought I did everything right. He paused, genuine anger breaking through. "Want to know the worst part? I found out 2 days before. She was cheating on me. The whole marriage, with her second cousin Ricky, her own cousin." His fists clenched. Family dinners, holidays, helping Ricky with his apartment. They were together. 15 years of lies. He leaned forward. "She was leaving me for nothing. Our marriage was already a joke. That didn't give you the right to kill her." "I know." His voice held no remorse. "But I wasn't letting her walk away with my money to start over with him." He looked up with cold curiosity. "What gave me away?" "You tried too hard. Real grief doesn't need rehearsal." Mark got life without parole. At sentencing, he forgot his prepared speech halfway through and went silent. For the first time, real fear crossed his face. Mark broke down not from remorse, but rage that his perfect performance failed. Even murderers hate bad reviews.